What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kit Smooth, and I'm back with another quick video. And today we got an update from Phil Spencer and PlayStation. And yes, this is all related to the Activision Blizzard King acquisition merger that Microsoft is trying to complete. Now, we know Xbox and Microsoft and ABK has beat the bricks off of the FTC in their court hearings, and then the FTC tried to appeal. They failed. It was denied once by Judge Corley, and then again by the Court of Appeals in the Ninth District. So pretty much Microsoft is free to close their deal in the United States of America and every other country. What, the 41 countries that approved. The one that's still sort of in a way is the CMA, which if I would hope Microsoft just closed over, but apparently they've been coming to the table. Their tune has changed. The minute that that the FTC initially lost the case, they said, "Oh, we're willing to talk to Microsoft. Let's suspend our legal or cat hearing." And they're working it out. They're working on some remedies. They're working on some divestitures, but the CMA never really had a strong fight either. So my thing is, it's like, what more do they need at this point? Back off of what you were saying and just approve the deal. So apparently, they're in talks, and they're supposed to be I want to say a hearing, a case management hearing on Monday in the UK. And we'll see what comes from that. But on this Sunday morning, Phil Spencer tweeted out the following tweet that you see right here. I'm sorry, I got to point to they point out the tweet right here, which he says, "We are pleased to announce that Microsoft and PlayStation have signed a binding agreement to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation following the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. We look forward to a future where players globally have more choice to play their favorite games." Now, they've been trying to get this thing worked out. Nintendo already signed it, Nvidia, some streaming services have signed it, these 10-year agreements. PlayStation was the only holdout because PlayStation believed that they could get this merger blocked with the help of the FTC and the CMA. And unfortunately, with the FTC fighting the PlayStation fight, wasn't going to work, didn't fly, they failed. PlayStation really had no choice but to sign this thing or not get Call of Duty released on a console once Microsoft closed this thing. So they did what was right and signed the deal. So now the questions can end. Call of Duty would not be exclusive to Xbox under any circumstances. Going to release as per usual. The other ABK games, we shall see. But with this being done and there being no other obstacle, no other, Nvidia signed up, Nintendo signed up, PlayStation signed up, Google's no longer plays a significant role in gaming. Amazon really had nothing to say about this at all. So CMA is the only one. And honestly, I'm one to believe that it's just smoke and mirrors. Sure, they can make a divestiture, but I don't think the CMA needs weeks upon weeks to do this. They had 18 months to investigate and know they know the real data. They know the real deal. They were unfortunately fighting for the FTC, who was ultimately fighting for PlayStation. And they know there's nothing wrong with this deal. So why engage? I'm surprised that Microsoft is even engaging any further, because they shouldn't have to sign an extension agreement to carry this thing out. They really should just close tomorrow or Tuesday. And I think what's going to happen is Tuesday, they're going to have their case hearing. They're going to come to an agreement. They're going to agree to that, and then they're going to just close the deal. I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to either close tomorrow or close July 18th. Everybody else has failed. PlayStation, everything, it's all over. There's no other question marks. No other question marks. No one moving forward when people like make acquisitions, the CMA should not be a required role. They should be just checked off the list that they're not a required role, because they're sketchy. But this is a change of things. We knew this would happen at some point, and it happened today. And Phil Spencer made the announcement, and the questions can end. Sure, you still got fanboys asking, "But what do you mean? And does it mean future games?" Even though Phil Spencer testified, under oath in court, Call of Duty will be available on PlayStation as long as PlayStation want it to be on PlayStation. But It's good to see that they're making further progress. Like I said, I don't see any reason why this thing should take any longer to close. It really should close tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't even think Microsoft and Activision Blizzard need to get into any sort of extension agreement. I don't think the UK CMA needs any further time to investigate. Again, they had 18 months and they made a decision off cloud in a matter of weeks when it was never really a thing they were concerned about. They spent about 17 months, 16, 17 months on the console argument, the significant lesson of competition on console, to drop that and then to completely block the deal on cloud, which is an unproven market. So the CMA is full of crap. Sure, they're coming to the table. They're trying to save face. I don't see why this thing extends any longer. If I'm Microsoft and ABK, I'm not giving them the time to do it. It's like, nah, you're gonna agree and you're gonna unblock this deal. We'll come up with something, but nah, this is not extending past July 18th. PlayStation is the last nail. There's nothing to protect now. There's nothing to protect. The consumers were never going to be harmed by this. There's no other competition to protect from this. The PlayStation has bent the knee along with the others, and the deal isn't illegal according to 41 or 40 countries in the globe. The deal isn't illegal. It's not an illegal deal. Everybody approved this deal unconditionally, with the exception of the EU or the European Commission, which they approved with concessions. That's all. And that was a cloud agreement with, other streaming services. Everybody else unconditionally approved it, meaning didn't require Microsoft to give games to anything. They didn't require, Call of Duty to be multi-plat. So again, it's baffling that, they should have to wait around for the CMA, who had 18 months. I still think this thing, closes out tomorrow or Tuesday at the latest. And there won't be no need for an extension. I don't see why they should wait around for the United Kingdom. But yeah, good thing PlayStation bent the knee. They signed a deal, and there's really no more questions to ask. We're almost done with the situation with videos and tweets. We just need the deal to close, and we need the goods to come to Game Pass. That's all I'm really waiting for at this point, because that's the only benefit as an Xbox gamer to me with this deal, is that the Game Pass catalog is about to be crazy. It's going to be very appetizing, and I'm curious to see what Jason Reynolds and the Xbox Tech Group does with some of the back compat titles from Activision and Blizzard. Some of the older titles, are they going to FPS boost? Are they going to add more games to backwards compatibility? Are they going to exercise like some of these licenses that they got on some of them Transformer games, those X-Men games, those Marvel games, just renew the license for the set of back catalog? It shouldn't be a problem to do something that exists. You want to preserve, the library that they got. So, or I have to go to the store and buy them things physically. Anyway, man, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys on the next video. Make sure you check out the latest episode of the Planet Xbox Podcast, episode 9, found on our Weapon Wheel Patreon. We're joined by Colin Moriarty. Please check it out. Let me know what you think. See you guys in the next video. As always, Xbox is the best box. I am the best spot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We're out of here. Peace.